The Mumbai monsoon had turned the streets into rivers, but 12-year-old Priya and her twin brother Arjun still made their way to the railway station every morning. They'd been living in a cardboard shelter near the tracks for 3 months, ever since their mother died and their father disappeared into the bottle. 5 rupees for carrying your bags, sir. Arjun called out to a businessman rushing past. The man waved him off without looking. Priya tugged her brother's sleeve. Come on, let's try the tea stalls. Maybe they'll let us wash dishes for some food. That's when they saw it, a sleek leather portfolio lying half submerged in a puddle near the taxi stand. Arjun picked it up, water dripping from its corners. Inside were documents stamped with corporate seals, credit cards, and a stack of crisp 1,000-rupee notes that made Priya's breath catch. There was enough money here to rent a room for months, to buy food, to change everything. We could finally eat properly, Arjun whispered, his hands trembling. Priya stared at the money, her stomach growling. Then she pulled out a business card wedged in the inner pocket. Vikram Malhotra, Chairman and CEO, Malhotra Industries. Look at the address, she said quietly. It's from that huge building downtown, the one with the glass windows we can see from the overpass. Arjun's face fell. You want to return it? It's not ours. Nobody would know. People like him, they lose more money in their couch cushions than we'll see in our whole lives. Priya met her brother's eyes. Ma always said what we do when nobody's watching is who we really are. Arjun looked away, jaw clenched. Finally, he nodded. The security guard at Malhotra Industries laughed when he saw them approach. What's this? Beggars don't come to the front entrance. Get around to the back if you want yesterday's canteen food. We need to see Mr. Malhotra, Priya said, holding up the portfolio. We found his. You stole it, you mean? The guard's hand moved to his baton. I'm calling the police. Please, we just want to return. I know your type. Steal something, then come asking for reward. Get out before I have you arrested. A well-dressed woman walking past paused. What's happening here? Nothing, the guard said quickly. Just some street children trying to scam their way in. The woman, her nameplate read Meera Singh, VP Operations, glanced at the twins with cold assessment. You two should be ashamed. Mr. Malhotra is a good man who donates millions to charity, and this is how people repay him. By targeting him for theft schemes. We didn't steal anything. Arjun protested. Then where did you get that portfolio? We found it, convenient. Ms. Singh turned to the guard. Make sure they don't come back. And check if anything's been reported stolen. Priya felt tears stinging her eyes, as the guard forcibly escorted them away from the building. The portfolio was confiscated. No one listened. No one cared. That night, huddled in their cardboard shelter as rain drummed overhead, Arjun turned to his sister. I told you. People like us, we're invisible until they want someone to blame. Priya didn't answer. She was thinking about the documents she glimpsed in the portfolio, stamped with tomorrow's date. Something about a merger, a signing ceremony at 10 a.m. What if we try the hotel, she said suddenly. The Grand Meridian. That's where the documents said the meeting would be. You want to get humiliated again? We have to try. The Grand Meridian's lobby was all marble and crystal chandeliers. Priya and Arjun slipped in behind a large family, trying to look invisible. They spotted him near the conference rooms, a tall man in his 60s with silver hair and an expensive suit, speaking urgently into his phone. Even from across the lobby, they could hear the stress in his voice. I don't care if you have to send a courier to my house. I need those documents. The entire deal falls apart without the signed originals. 3,800 jobs depend on this merger. Yes, I'm aware of the time. Priya approached cautiously. Mr. Malhotra. He turned, distracted. Not now, I'm in the middle of, he stopped, taking in their ragged clothes and bare feet. I don't carry cash. There's a food bank 3 streets over. We found your portfolio, Priya said quickly. Yesterday. At the railway station. We tried to return it to your office, but they took it away and wouldn't let us see you. Vikram Malhotra stared at them. You what? Your security guard thought we stole it, Arjun added. So did that lady, Ms. Singh. You found my... Malhotra's expression transformed. He grabbed his phone again. Meera. Did 2 children bring my portfolio to the office yesterday? A pause. You sent them away. Those documents, never mind. I need you to bring that portfolio to the Grand Meridian immediately. He ended the call and looked at the twins properly for the first time. You tried to return it. Our mother taught us better, Priya said simply. Something softened in Malhotra's face. He gestured to the hotel's restaurant. Have you eaten? Please, let me at least buy you breakfast while we wait. Overdoses and chai, the story came out. Their mother, dead from an illness they couldn't afford to treat. Their father's grief-fueled drinking. The streets. The daily struggle for food and dignity. Malhotra listened quietly, his food untouched. When Ms. Singh arrived, pale and apologetic, portfolio in hand, he held up a hand. Not now, Mira. He opened the portfolio, checking the documents carefully. Everything was there, including the money. How much was in here? He asked the twins. 43,000 rupees, Arjun said. And it never occurred to you to keep it? Priya shook her head. It wasn't ours. Malhotra was quiet for a long moment. Then he pulled out his phone and made several calls, speaking too low for them to hear clearly, but they caught fragments. 2 children, immediate enrollment, full scholarship, yes. I'll handle the fees personally. When he finished, he turned back to them. My wife and I lost our daughter 15 years ago. She would have been about your age. His voice caught. I built everything I have, the company, the wealth, because I couldn't save her. And somewhere along the way, I think I forgot what really matters. He leaned forward. You too could have taken that money and disappeared. You were hungry, homeless, desperate, and you still chose honesty. That's rarer than you know. What happens now? Priya asked quietly. Now? You're going to school. Both of you. I've just enrolled you at St. Xavier's. It's a boarding school, so you'll have a place to live. Full scholarship, everything covered. And I'm setting up a trust fund that will provide for you until you're 25. The twins stared at him in shock. I don't want gratitude, Malhotra continued. I want you to promise me something. When you're older, when you're successful, and you will be, remember this moment. Remember that character isn't about what you have, but who you are. And when you see someone struggling the way you struggled, I want you to see them. Really see them. The way I failed to yesterday. Tears streamed down Priya's face. Arjun couldn't speak at all. 5 years later, Priya and Arjun stood on the stage at St. Xavier's graduation ceremony. Priya had been accepted to medical school. Arjun had a full scholarship to study engineering. And the audience, Vikram Malhotra, who'd attended every parent-teacher conference, every school play, every science fair, wiped his eyes. The principal was speaking. These 2 remarkable students came to us with nothing but character. They leave with the world ahead of them. After the ceremony, reporters clustered around Malhotra. The story of the twins had become famous, the homeless children who returned a fortune. Mr. Malhotra, what would you say is the lesson here? He looked at Priya and Arjun, now confident young adults ready to take on the world. The lesson is simple, he said. We judge people by what they wear, where they live, what they have. But integrity isn't found in bank accounts or business cards. These children had nothing, and yet they had everything that matters. They reminded me that our character is tested most when we think nobody's watching. And they taught me that the most valuable thing you can invest in isn't stocks or property, it's people. Especially the people everyone else overlooks. Priya stepped forward and hugged him. Thank you, uncle, she whispered. For seeing us. No, Malhotra replied, his voice thick with emotion. Thank you for reminding me how to see.